The Real Talk with Adore and Dave. Welcome back to another episode with The Real Talk and Adore and Daisy.
What's up? What's up?
What's the deal?
What's going on with you today?
I had a very eventful day. Listen, being a homeowner, building owner, listen, if it's not one thing, it's another. But I'm so much closer to this house being done, so I'm happy about that. How's your day?
My day was really good. It was long, productive. We got a special guest here today. We're going to let him introduce himself. Tell the people who you are, what you got going on.
What's the deal? It's your boy Auwin D. Rapper, singer, everything, entrepreneur. I do everything under the sun. Just here to just a little bio on me, let y'all know what I'm doing, what I just previously done, and what's 2020 gonna top off for us. That's
2022.
Let's say 20.
Yeah, you're a couple years.
That's a bad year.
Hold on.
Go back there.
2020 was a bad year?
Yeah, that COVID shit.
Oh, that's when that started?
That shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shit
it's been going on. It seems like it's been going on for longer than that.
It's literally about to be 2 years now. Yeah. That's crazy. What? Where are you from?
I'm from Detroit, West Side.
West Side. Okay.
Yeah.
We from the West Side too.
What school did you graduate from?
I graduated from Inkster, but I went to DSA as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got kicked out of there though. But
you got kicked out of where?
DSA.
DSA?
Yeah.
So you had to go to the hood.
Yeah.
You went to Inktown.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And back then, they schools was rated higher than like some DPS schools back then.
Really?
I went to 8th grade in Inkster, so. I mean, my mama forced me, but.
Yeah. Well, that city is just, ghetto. That's me.
Oh, definitely. I ain't gonna argue with that. It was rough my whole year. Rough, literally. But my siblings went there and loved it, like, and clicked. I don't know how. But it was a lot of
siblings are very much different.
True that. But it was also a lot of Detroit kids that went there too. It was just the city they was in, so.
Right.
Yeah.
So who are some of your music influences in the city?
In the city, let's see. I fuck with Egg Roll, man.
Egg Roll.
Yeah.
Put your motherfucking people on.
Yeah, man. He's turned the fuck up, man, all the time, man.
All the time. I ain't never seen him.
No dull moment on him.
Nothing dull.
Nah. Definitely Sada. Two of the niggas that, they be amped all the time. You know what I mean? They got, like, not just they bring just, music and, dope ass music and shit, club bangers, but they bring like a character,
Yeah.
Like every single time they in front of a camera, they bring something different, so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about outside the city? Who are some of your influences?
Outside the city, I mean, you got your like regular industry niggas like Drake and Kanye, guys like that, they pretty good, they put an influence on me,
Okay.
Anybody from basically the 2000s, anything like anybody from there,
So you said you're a rapper and a singer. Which one do you like more, rapping or singing?
That's tough. I mean, it's kind of 50-50, but sometimes it'd be 60-40, like singing. It's kind of like, just because I put more emotion with the singing,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been rapping for a long time, so,
That was about to be my question. When you singing, is it like R&B, I'm in love, I got my heart broke, like?
Nah, it's more like a kind of Tory Lanez and like Drake type of shit, like a singing, rapping type shit. You just kind of go with the beat and shit, ride that shit. Yeah.
I get it. Okay. So you got a new mixtape coming out?
Yeah, I got a new mixtape. It's called 3. That's gonna be coming out in around April on my birthday. So
it's called 3?
Yeah.
Like the
3.
number?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I got 3 kids,
okay.
And so 3 is a big number. It's my first daughter. Her birthday is June 3rd. So those are kind of one of the numbers that I kind of just always use.
Mm-hmm.
3 been my favorite number for a long, probably since I was 3.
Why?
I don't know. I just always my grandmother, which was really like my first angel. Her birthday is March 3rd, 3-3. But I've always just the number 3 and the number 15. I don't know why, but 3 has always just been my favorite number.
I don't even got a favorite number. That's crazy. I ain't even know you supposed to have one, but okay. I know now. I'm giving you a favorite number.
Yeah, definitely. Numbers mean something. I don't know what it means, but
yes,
I like it.
Especially in the casino for sure. Gambling, yeah.
Gambling purposes, cool. Who all have you worked with so far?
I mean, back in the day, I did some business with, I don't know if you're familiar with this R&B artist named K. John. He's a little older. He had a joint called On the Ocean back in 2009. It was like around 2010. That's when I like really like kind of fuck with him. And like he was trying to sign me to his label and shit, but I never signed his shit. Thank God, I ain't gonna lie. But
yeah, thank God. You're an independent artist.
Yeah. I like to take pride in that. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's the right time.
Yeah.
Independent artists. I just learned about some independent artists last night. Like it's more harder when you independent.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, you put the work out, the payout is so much more rewarding.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's good to be an independent artist. I mean, if you can really grind and you know how to network and you can move around versus, the industry coming and taking control over your whole little woo-wop. Like, yeah, that's crazy. So.
Yeah, that industry shit is crazy.
Definitely crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think is a tough part of being an artist?
A tough part of being an artist, probably just taking criticism. That's something that I'm still maturing. I mean, I feel like I'm at a good space right now where, I can ask a lot of people, like, I might give them like 10 songs, be like, which one is the best? And it might not be the one that I think, I like the most. So I like asking a lot of people, and it just took a while for me to kind of get to a good point in my head to be like, accept the criticism, because in the long run, it's going to work out. Because there's been times where I thought like, okay, this is the song that I should put out, and maybe everyone else don't feel the same way. So that's probably the number one thing, criticism.
Constructive criticism. Let's talk about that. Yeah. People do not know how to take that, and I feel like that could hold you back from going further, especially like with music. Like music change all the time. Vibes change. This might be hot right now, but it ain't hot right now. Like you got to be one of those people that know how to take constructive criticism.
Definitely.
Really success anyway, but
anybody that want to be successful needs to be able to take constructive criticism, because it's like, I mean, I don't think nobody's gonna tell you nothing. Well, I mean, it could just be an opinion, but some stuff could be facts. So
yeah,
you just got to be willing, having an open ear about it. You can't shut everybody out.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I do. It's like, no, I'm working on it. I could take some constructive criticism.
I think it's about how you say it. I mean, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Yeah. So, like, if you coming at me with respect and I feel like you genuinely, wholeheartedly trying to help me, I'm going to take it. Now, if you being an a-hole, then that's a little different. I feel like that's probably when you talking about I'm working on it.
Because it's definitely how you say it. That's with anything. Like, communication and how you let things off it matters. Like, you can't just be talking crazy and think it's okay. So, yeah, I think that's a good thing to be working on. How you letting... So, it was something you mentioned about Black history versus Black future.
Yeah, I heard about that. Like, have y'all heard about
I didn't hear that.
I never heard of it. We was both like, what's that? But
when I read it, I was thinking like, okay, boom, it's Black History Month. But are you talking about our history, or are you talking about the Black future? Like, I mean, like, okay, our future.
What I've been hearing from, like, I've seen, like, Kanye, like, promote this. I've seen, like, The Weeknd support it. And, like, basically, I guess he's trying to, like, protest to cancel, like, Black History Month and rename it Black Future Month. Because we basically are bringing up our past, and, we're bringing up, and we're just looking at the month as, like, okay, we're going to thank for all the stuff that we've done in the past, but he wants us to bring up for the Black future. What are the stuff that we're going to do in the future?
I can see Kanye doing something like that.
Yeah. I like that, though, because we not never going back to where we was in the past. Like, I mean, we got to be grateful, thankful that all that junk... I mean, I'm sorry. No, like, but we got to be grateful, thankful that we went through that, endured that pain, but I feel it. Like, we not going back there. Like, I mean, we could celebrate it, but we... more so should be celebrating our future. Like,
that's true.
I like that. That's different.
Like that.
That was my first time ever hearing that too. So that is something that probably should be talked about more.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I agree. Like, because the future of the black it's lit. It's powerful right now.
Yeah, very powerful.
And our history is like, you know, why we want to keep being reminded. Like, I don't know, like, not like...
I don't think it should be forgotten. I feel like it should be approached in a different way. Like, that it's not forgotten. But also, like, we have a generation of blacks really have come from so far where they thought we never would. So it's a lot of more black rich people than it is white people. You know, like, we catching up with them. And it's... Listen, if a couple more years, we really gonna we really gonna be it. Yeah, so yeah,
that's true.
It all makes sense. I know we probably will be sitting back rewatching this episode or remembering this conversation when it actually happens. But I like that. I really do.
Yeah, you said who brought that up? Kanye, and who else was supporting it?
I seen Kanye posted. I seen The Weeknd posted a couple days ago. Kanye posted it back in January.
I
love The Weeknd.
I
don't know how
he's definitely different.
Yeah. You gotta listen to him when you trying to catch a vibe. That's a different type of vibe.
Yeah. I listen to him in the morning.
I was gonna say I listen to him when I smoke, but that's kind of like all the time.
Not all the time.
No, I don't listen to him all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely he definitely his music is for sure a vibe.
Dope.
What's some upcoming events that you have?
Upcoming events. I'm glad you brought up culture currency because
shout out to y'all with y'all culture currency hoodie and hat on.
Yeah,
I got my coat. They can't see it on camera, but they know I'm rocking with it.
You got it. Yeah. But they having a fashion show February 14th. I'm gonna be performing there, so that's something I'm definitely about to start pushing. Do some promo videos, you know. So we definitely ready for that. That's just about to be. I mean, if you heard them, if you know who they are, even if you don't know about them, you seen the logo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You seen what he's doing. You seen the name,
the marketing, the marketing for sure.
Yeah,
that's only how you gonna make it for real. Like you have to market, you have to brand yourself. I don't care who you are. Even the richest companies still brand themselves. Like that's just something that has to be done. So they really doing their thing with the branding.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a great event. It's gonna be dope as hell.
So how often do you perform?
Because I just started like getting back on the music. I've been doing this shit forever, but
so you in and out.
Yeah, I mean I've been in and out, but like August was when I like really stepped in and was like I'm giving this shit.
I'm gonna stay focused.
Yeah. So August, I kind of walked in and I went into September like, I'm gonna set up a whole bunch of these performances for October. So October I was performing probably like 3 times a week, something like that. So I kind of like blew myself out October. I'm like, November, I'm going to only do like the big shows where it's like, I either got to pay to get on the stage and it's going to be like people around that's going to like, actually get some opportunities for me, some DJs and people going to be there. So I kind of focused on that in November. So I kind of had, an insight on both sides. Like, I see how it is performing like all the time, then I see how it is just kind of like being selective. So, I get shows. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I do a great job as far as networking. I find shows like a motherfucker. Like,
period.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, I need a manager, but in the back of my head, I'll be like, I don't need no manager because I can do damn near everything they do. Like, I can find shows. I can find opportunities, So.
I've been told that it's good to have a female on your team, whether it's...
It is, yeah.
A manager, accountant, or something along them lines.
Yeah.
So maybe look into that in the future.
Yeah. Definitely look into that. So anything else coming up? Anything else planned this year?
Anything else? I got the mixtape. We got the fashion show. I've been thinking about throwing something big in the summertime. No, not for my birthday.
Okay.
That's coming. But I've been thinking about throwing a big festival in the summertime. After I threw that, I don't know if I threw a festival. Well, not a festival, sure, the showcase for artists. I had 25 artists come out.
Okay.
I gave away $750.
I think I seen that. Bella was a
she was a judge. Yeah. It was pretty dope. It was a good event.
So you had 25 artists and they performed, and the best one got $750.
Yep, the best one got $750.
I should have came rapping.
Yeah, the second prize got a free music video, and then the third prize got some free studio time. So
period.
It was all beneficial.
Yeah,
it was good. It was a good event. Like everybody walked away like satisfied.
That was dope.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. Yeah.
So you want to do something like that but bigger?
Yeah, I want to do that like on a whole nother scale, like something like a festival where like be outside, like probably like a capacity of like 1,000 to 2,000 people.
Oh, okay.
Have like some big artists come up, like, you know, get some sponsors, have a whole bunch of vendors. So I'm like trying to put that shit in play right now. So
yeah, it's definitely time.
Yeah.
Summer be here before we know it.
Yeah.
It'll be here and gone before we know it.
I mean, February was like 2 days this year. Like
we almost out of February.
Like
That's
literally,
crazy.
that shit is. I don't know how it seemed like February just a weekend or something. You said something about new genre of music. Like you want to add a new genre. You want to.
I mean, not add a new genre.
You're not in between.
Yeah.
Not just.
I mean, not just add a new genre, but I've been working on some new content for the end of the year. Like I've been doing like, you know, the R&B sound. I've been doing like the rap sound. Like my new project sound is like a Detroit sound, and you know, like the club bangers, strip club type songs. But toward the end of the year, I'm gonna take like a whole different like approach on like music. Like I'm just gonna hit a different genre, a different audience. Like it's gonna be like what I'm doing in Detroit, how I'm working, how I'm moving. I'm gonna do that in a whole nother different like area, in a whole different audience. So it's gonna be something different. It's gonna be something cool.
I can't wait to hear that. Yeah. What makes you keep going? You said you're an entrepreneur. You're into music. What keeps you going? What keeps you going?
Well, I have to say probably my kids. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like there's really no stopping. You know what I mean? Like it's really no way I can stop at this point. You know what I mean? Like I got mouths to feed. I got like, you know, they're gonna have visions when they get older and things that they want to do, things they want to pursue. You know, even as a kid, it's gonna be activities they want to, do. So. You know, I just want to, be able to put my kids in a great position, and I got to work my ass off right now, and these things are going to come. These things are going to, progress. But, right now I just got to, just stay focused. And that's one of the things that just kind of keep me on my heels and keep me on my grind every single day, my kids.
Do you think kids slow you down?
They can in a way. Like when I first had my daughter, I was like, I had just moved out to LA. I was like probably almost fresh a year in. I was kind of like getting my feet wet. I was kind of like learning like the areas and like, cause when you first go somewhere, it's kind of different. It's like you got to learn like how to move, learn where the open mics, where the different areas, learn what's what there. So by the time I was doing that, my daughter was damn near here, so it was like, damn, I had to go straight into like, a whole mode that I never been before, So, it was something like kind of slowed me down, but it's the same time, it's still motivating me at the same time.
So as an artist, how did you feel when you lived in LA? Just going to LA, period, is a vibe for anybody. But like as an artist, I know music is like really, really, really big down there. Like, how did you feel? Like, what was your vision like?
Man, my vision was... It was like really endless at that point because it was like when I was in Detroit, but right before I left, I kind of felt
stagnant.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I was kind of like stuck in a way where it was like I looked at the music that was being created at that time and I'm like, I'm not like a street nigga. I'm not like, around guns and all this stuff, At that time, I was probably like 22, something like that, 23, So I'm looking at it like, I'm not any of this. And who I am is like, it might not work here. You know what I mean? And that wasn't one of the reasons why I left, But when I went to somewhere else and I started performing and I started being myself, and I still had that Detroit vibe, that Detroit like feel to me. People looked at it and was like, damn, I never heard Detroit music before. I never heard it. They didn't know if it sounded like me or if it sounded like, Ice Vezo or whatever was hot, then. So, it was just a different view from the audience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then also when I performed out there, it was a little different because when I performed here, it was like I would look at artists and I would be like in the front and when people are performing, I kind of like look at myself as a fan because I would want people to like, support me in the same way. But it was like when I was here, it felt like people, when they're like in the audience and they're watching, and they kind of get out of a fan standpoint and they're still an artist. They're like, oh yeah, he might be good, but he ain't me. They might be in that mindset. They got their people around them, you know what I mean? They don't want to like create that, But when I was in LA, it was like people was just more free, and it was just like, if I like them, I like them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I was even clapping for people who I didn't really like, you know what I mean? Just because they supported me and I supported them back. Definitely. So it was just, that was one of the things that I really liked when I went out there, But when I go to a lot of shows out here, I receive, people, they give me, the energy different. Back. Yeah. But, it's always those shows where, people don't really support, people don't show no love, you know what I mean? And, it's just, it's kind of bad, you know what I mean? But that's one thing that make you a tougher artist. You fight through those moments.
Me and her went to LA and we had went to this show. Ultimately, it was like a bigger artist performing at the end, but I think that they do this once a week wherever we was at. Local artists tap in with like a promoter, and they all come and they do 3-4 songs. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about, you would have thought those was like big artists the way the crowd was. It was one man that even jumped in the audience. Remember?
Jump straight into the audience.
Like they was, he literally knocked all them people down, but like it just was like a
Once
like
they
a different
figured
vibe.
out he was good, everybody got up. They was happy. Like, okay, yeah. It was lit though. Like, one thing about LA, the vibe is always right. Like, you don't get that here. Like, I'm saying as far as you being a new person. Like, if you was to come here from somewhere else and you're new, you're not going to get that support. You're not going to get the love that you like. Detroit is really like, they're hard. They rough around the edges, so they not really trying to let nothing in.
LA is free.
LA is way more free. Like, they way more open-minded and open to things and new things versus here where it's the same old shit. So.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm.
I think that was dope. Do you think you want to move back?
Not permanently. And if I do move back or anything, it'll be like a secondary house. Michigan and Detroit will always be like, my home. You know what I mean? Like, this will always be like my stomping grounds. Ever since I moved, and I moved back, I had some people say, like, damn, are you back? Damn, And, it's cool, because I understand how they feel. They probably didn't see like, damn, they didn't know like my rent was $1,250 a month. They didn't know shit like that. Or they didn't know,
Yeah, the cost of living is high as hell out there.
Yeah, it is.
But the cost of living is high as hell
everywhere
right
now.
Yeah. But that wasn't even like, that apartment was like shit. Like, that part wasn't even worth like probably like $650, $7.
Damn, for real.
Yeah, so it's just like the income out there, like you gotta like really have it. But at the point, we're gonna get to that point, you know what I mean? And then if I ever do move back out there, it'll be like a secondary house, it's not gonna be like the main, the house.
Yeah, LA dope, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it is.
You definitely gotta have some money out there. You gotta have some money.
Yeah.
So
definitely great vacation spot though, for sure.
But I know a couple people that went to LA with just packed up their car, slept in their car until they made it, and look at them now. But I hear a lot about those stories about people in LA. So I don't be mad when people be trying, because you're not gonna know if you don't try it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's a post on Instagram. It says, it's much easier to create strong children than to repair broken men. What you think about that?
Can you repeat that again?
I sure will. It's much easier to create strong children than to repair broken men.
I would agree with that.
You would agree?
Yeah, I would.
Why is that? Because you're a man.
Because some men are broken, you know what I mean? And some, situations they went through, in their past. And it's just tough to, like, really recover, you know what I mean? Like, it's really tough for them to recover. Because once you are in a mindset, it's like it's really hard to get out of that mindset.
So crazy.
It is. It's really hard.
So would you say that you're a healed man?
I would say I'm pretty healed. I mean, I don't have too many problems. I feel like I have like certain things, like I feel like I have a little anger issue, and maybe I do need to talk to a therapist here and there, but as far as like anything serious, like you know, I feel like I'm a pretty good human being. You know, I treat people the way I want to be treated. You know, I treat people fair. You know, I try to do business with people in like the correct way. You know, I try to communicate my problems. So, you know, I try to do those things, you know, just correctly in life, you know.
The fact that you open to therapy, I think that's cool, and that you was able to say that, because men be acting like therapy is like
just the world.
They act like you say therapy is worse than jail, like, and I'm just like, it's not gonna hurt you to go. I mean,
talk to somebody. This
is a stranger. They can't go tell your business to somebody. I mean, I'm sure you don't know nobody they know, like, but if therapists weren't needed, they wouldn't be around. But I like to hear men say therapy, because I feel like we all got problems.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
It's just about controlling it or being real with yourself. Some people not real with themselves. Like how you just said, I got a little anger problem. I like how you said little.
Little.
Because that mean you got some type of control over it. People will be angry and, no, I'm not angry. Yes, you are angry. Like,
yes, actually.
So you really beyond angry, but okay. So that's what's up.
Yeah, it's definitely good to acknowledge our problems, but I feel like a lot of men are broken. They don't want to be fixed. So by saying that it's easier to create a strong child than repair a broken man, I definitely agree. Like, because if you raising your kid the right way, like with love, also with survival skills, like they won't. I don't feel like they'll grow up to be as broken like some of the men are. I feel like they didn't get love. They were only taught on survival. Like they not. They don't. That's all they know. And like you said, once you in that mindset, that's just what it is. And it's fucked up that guys really think like that. Like it's just a one track mind. Like, you know, you can change. You can be better.
Yeah, I talked to my homegirl and she was talking to a guy or whatever, but they basically had like a disagreement. He was just like, you know, I am who I am and you can't change me or whatever. And, you know, she was like, okay, cool. And like that was that, you know, she never reached back out to him. But it's just like, that saying just is a huge turnoff. Like, first of all, no one's trying to change you. Second of all, you need to be trying to change yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I hate when a person say, that's just how I am. Like, what? Yeah. You suck then.
You know how like, you know, like it's usually being a family thing, and you know, like say your uncle just always mean or something, and you talk about the fact that he mean, and somebody in the family like, well, you know, that's just how he is. You know how you got to deal with him. Like, I don't like that. No, he needs to deal with that. And I feel like people are just so comfortable with saying that. I'm in a family now that if I feel like that person is how they are and they're not willing to work on themselves, I will not talk to you.
Period.
Because that's not fair, because I know if it's something wrong with me, can't nobody say, well, that's just how she is. No, because I'm trying to work on myself. I'm constantly trying to work on myself. So if I take the time out to work on myself, so can you, and so can whoever.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I made a post that said, you really got to use your mind more than your heart. All bad decisions were chosen by the heart, even though your mind knew better.
I like that one.
You want me to read it again?
Yeah.
You really have to use your mind more than your heart. All bad decisions were chosen by the heart, even though your mind knew better. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you believe the bad decisions that you made, do you believe your heart made that or your mind made that?
Not all bad decisions, but majority, I would say.
Majority.
Yeah, not all. I would say majority. I would definitely say majority, because like, you know, you can love something or you can love like somebody or something, and you can know it's not right, especially if you're young. If you young, you know what I mean? Young, like in high school, you know, they make decisions all the time, you know.
Off their heart.
Yeah, exactly.
They think it's love. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, even in your 20s and 30s, you can still do that, you know what I mean? Because it's still men that's, you know, in their 30s that haven't really experienced having a lot of girls in high school or in their 20s. So when they get to their 30s, when they meet, you know, women, they feel like, oh, this might be the end for me. You know, heart might be there, but she might be just using it for the money or something, you know. So, that happens as well. So age isn't really, a restriction on that.
Because people don't grow up to after 30, but who am I to say? Probably 40. 50. I'll be seeing like, come on, granddaddy, are you serious?
No, for real.
But I would say it depends on the situation that I do it off my mind or my heart. I feel like I do make a lot of decisions off of my mind because where I am in life, I got a lot to lose. Like a lot to lose. So I do be having to think before anything. Like, yeah, I might care. Yeah, I might be upset, but I be having to think because that one split second decision can really change a lot. Like, literally. When I was younger, I made like a split second decision. Like, thankfully, it didn't cost me my life, but it was so stupid. So now I have to ask myself, like, is this gonna matter in 10 minutes? Is this gonna matter next year? Is this gonna matter whenever? Like, that's how you know, like, you got self-control when you can calm yourself down. Like, I used to couldn't calm myself down. I would black out. Like,
I think it's important to have that conversation with yourself. Like, is this gonna matter in 10 minutes? Is this gonna matter in 10 months? Is this gonna matter in 10 years? Like, and then you learn how to deal with stuff.
I talk to myself all the time. When I feel like I'm overwhelmed and stuff, I be like, you know what? I can't stress over this. I can't even afford to stress over this because I can't do nothing about it. So, like, next. Like, I'm on to the next. Like, people just act like things are just... I used to be one of those people like, oh... I'm just having a bad week. Like, this week has just been so terrible. Like, I don't even think like that. Like, that day could have been bad. But okay, when I wake up tomorrow, like, my prayer be like, God, I hope that today is way better than it was yesterday. Like, like, you got to just keep pushing, especially if you want to be successful. It's going to always be something that get in your way. Always. Just like how you said with your building in your house. It's like you coming to an end. You like seeing the finish line. And of course, like, the devil don't want you to win.
Girl, I'm talking about be knocking some shit, like, bro.
Because you got to think, if you wasn't strong or if you didn't want it, do you know how many people have been like, you know what, forget it.
Shit.
I'm done.
I'm straight. I don't even care.
It's 90% of people would have said, I'm done, versus the 10% that actually would have been like, you know what?
I got to keep going.
Yeah. How do you feel about posting your failures on social media?
Posting my failures?
Or your losses? Failures or losses?
I'm not really too big on posting like negative things, but I'm not like ashamed or embarrassed of them. Like, if something happens or I don't know, anybody comments negative things or anything like that, or I'm not like embarrassed or I don't shy away from that. Yeah. But I'm not really too big on like, because I've never really been like a big social media person. Like, I was big on it when I was young. And then when I got a little older, I kind of got to a point to where in my mind, I was kind of thinking, I want to be more of a private person. You know what I mean? I don't really want everybody in my circle. Once I start seeing like a lot of friends and people I used to be kind of close to, like kind of like disappear and stuff, and my circle got smaller, I just became not really all private, but I just kind of
way more private.
Kept my eyes open. I had that Ring doorbell on, like, so I had to kind of, check and see what's going on.
I almost never post a failure or a loss on Instagram. I mean, I don't even be posting my wins on there, to be honest. So I'm more like you, but probably like, I want my life private, but like my business is public. So when you speak of me, you really can only talk about my business, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I feel like social media has become a contest. Who can keep up with this person, that person? You got some people that, use social media for what it's for, but I don't really care for people to know my personal life. I don't need 10,000 people that I don't know for real to know that
Facts.
This is this is what I got going on. It's just too overwhelming for me.
I get it. So I love the social media platform, but I'm not really on there posting my failures for real either. Like, I'll post and take it down because, for one, a lot of people don't be happy for you when you succeed anyway. For two, you never know who's preying on your downfall. So I could post that one thing that I'm literally already on edge on and I'm about to break and ready to give up, and you never know who just
might say
just might push you over the edge.
I think that because you speak on like your rental properties and stuff like so much, that I feel like you post it in hopes that it could help somebody else. But then you had that double thought, like, you know what, somebody might be praying on my. I feel like that's where I feel like that's where it be at with you. Like I
swear, and it probably is because I'm a post and delete type of person. Like it's gonna be up maybe an hour, maybe two. If you ain't catch it, you ain't.
But people do not be genuinely happy for you. Like I just don't understand it. People hate their own life, so that's why they on the internet trying to find somebody else.
Pull somebody else down.
Be for real. Yeah.
Like you can't hate your life this bad that you up this early trying, like
they be so. It really be the miserable ones who be up early, like they gotta go to work, like
or they going to work, but they hate where they going to work.
That part too, like they going to work just to be messy, like. It's a mess.
I had the messiest job a few months ago, and I left the job because it was that messy. I was making good money there, but it wasn't even about the money no more. Like, I felt like I was in high school. I felt like I was going to have to fight. Like, that was the messiest thing ever. And let me tell you, these women were 30 plus.
Yeah, that
30 plus.
Last time I had a job, it was with some women who were older, and they were catty, like, Did you see what she had on? Why is her skirt this short? Like, bro, sit at your desk, wait to get paid, do your job. Like, not. It was.
Yeah, I had to like get with the supervisor and tell her like, sis, I'm sick of you. Like, I just cut straight into her. Like, it's okay. You hate your life. I understand. Like, but only you can change that. Like. You're not going to pull me in your misery. Like, I used to literally have to pray right before I walked in. So, like, I'm praying twice when I open my eyes and then before I walk in this job, for my sanity because, I don't want to go back to my blackout phases. And I used to be, good morning, knowing they wasn't going to speak back. But it's just the fact that, now they going to always remember me. Like, that was that little girl that just was never mad. Like,
Yeah.
They never got to me. But she got to me one time. That's when I knew it was time for me to go because... Yeah, no. People are miserable and they want you to be miserable with them. Like,
misery loves.
I'm not gonna lie. When my energy off or I'm unhappy about something or I'm sad, I don't go around nobody.
I ain't gonna lie. If my energy off and I'm sad or mad, I'm gonna take a nap.
I'm not about to bring that around people.
Yeah, you would probably never know if something is wrong with me because I sleep that shit off. Wake up, go hard. Like, I just need a nap. I'm gonna be okay.
Energy though, it rubs off on you. Like, even when you don't want it to, it do. Like, yesterday, this lady, I was at the doctor with my mom. So I was in the waiting room because we went together. And this lady can walk fine. Like, she's an older lady, but she could still walk. She didn't have, like, no humpback or nothing. Like, she didn't have no cane, no walker, no nothing. It looked like she was just waiting on her ride. Mm-hmm. And, like, everybody that called her, I was sitting there for, like, 30 minutes. So everybody that called her phone, like, I guess checking on her. And she just, like, she had a little situation that can make her feel down. But, like, she was recovering from that situation. But she just kept dwelling on the negative of it. And it was bad. I had to get up and move because she didn't say nothing positive. Like, thank God it could have been worse, but I'm going to be better. Like. People, I don't know. That energy rubs off and I be having to go when it's just too negative.
Energy is real. It don't lie. Vibes don't lie. Mm-mm. And if it's off, you just cannot be around me. Like,
yeah.
I'm way too old. I worked on my piece for way too long. I can't have you bringing your issues to me. No. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'm going to talk to my friend if she got a problem. But as far as you not trying to fix your problem or work on it, I cannot. If you just calling me just complain, I don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm. What's the solution?
What we gonna do to fix it? How we gonna make this better? But you can't just call and complain.
Man, I be having to catch myself sometime and it just be me and I just be like, girl, you just all this what are you talking about? Like, just complaining. I really try not to complain at all because it could be so much worse. Like, my problems might really be small to other people. Mm-hmm. Just literally, but.
I feel like that too. Like, everybody handles stuff differently. Like, what may be small to me may be big to you, or what may be big to you may be small to me. Like, people really just, like, when you going through stuff, you just got to know how to handle it. You got to take control of it, or you can't let what you going through take control of you. Like, you have to always be in control. You in control of your whole life. Like, make good decisions or make that change to be what you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let a day or a bad thing just throw you all off. Like, it's gonna be okay. I know people be like, win. Like, bitch, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. So do you got anything else you want the people to know?
Anything else?
We gonna see you rapping and singing on the tape, or
on the new tape, I'm gonna be just rapping on the new tape. Yeah, but I do have a singing song. I just dropped a single. It's called The 99s. I dropped the music video back in November.
Okay.
Yeah, that joint's on all streaming platforms. So that's like one of the only songs I really got out that's like really current. So I got like probably 3 or 4 tapes that's like ready to go of content. So
Okay.
oh, that's what's up.
yeah, so I'm like, it's gonna be we
Good year.
But yeah, we're gonna
Good
drop all
year.
the shit this year, yeah.
Anybody locally that you want to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
Locally, man, there's so many artists. Jesus Christ.
Before you answer that, do you being an independent artist and you do everything on your own, so you are typically the person reaching out, do you get a lot of no's or yes? I mean more no's than yes.
For asking for like features or it's kind of more, I get more yeses. Like of course some people, it depends on the artist, they, either direct me to their manager or they have a fee or something like that. And then it's basically up to me to figure out, like, do I want to pay this? Is it worth it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I can see some, it can be somebody who is like, and this is just on an artist perspective, like it can be somebody who's not really, that known, or you know what I mean, kind of on a level that's kind of next up to me, and they can be like, yeah, I want 500, I charge 500 a verse. That's cool. I respect that. You know what I mean? Like, I respect that. I'm not trying to discredit what you've done, your discography. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm not trying to question the price. But me as an artist, I'm looking at it like, okay, do I want to pay $500 for your feature? Or do I want to maybe pay $1,000 for somebody who's got like 70, 80K and, they do shows all the time. They want the upcoming people that's in the city, like Jug Harden or somebody like that. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Jug Harden.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. I seen the thing. That's why they shut him off.
Yeah.
But
we got that episode gonna drop soon.
Yeah.
And his music is dope.
Yeah, but just as an artist, you look at it, because not as just an artist, but I'm a businessman as well. I'm looking at it like, if I put my money into this, am I gonna put 500 to, put in your pocket? We might make a good song. But if I do something with somebody that's already established, I'm gaining his followers, his fans as well.
Yeah.
So, that's just one of the business aspects of the game,
So we can look out for the mixtape around your birthday.
It's coming in 2 months. Yeah.
So before we let you go, we do like to do a little this or that, make it a little fun.
Okay.
And it's either this or that.
Okay.
Do you want a girl to be natural, or do you want her to have her makeup and all that stuff done?
I would say natural.
Long hair or short hair?
It can be medium.
No, this or that. Long hair or short hair?
I say long, I guess.
Do you drink or smoke?
I smoke.
Smoke.
Yeah.
What was another one? Well, do you drink at all?
Yeah, I drink.
Okay,
I drink
light or dark?
bit.
Light or dark?
I go dark.
Dark.
Yeah.
You chill.
Yeah.
Period. Are you a ass man or a titties guy?
I would go with ass.
That's a new one.
I asked you this during the interview, but you got to pick now. So rapping or singing for yourself?
For myself.
Because you said 50-50, but you got to pick one now.
No, I think you said like 60-80 or something. 60-40.
I mean, I feel the song more when I sing, but if somebody wants me to like really, I don't know.
If you have to do just one song right now, would it be one that you rapping or singing?
Probably rapping. Because I've been rapping forever, so it's like something that I do in my sleep.
If a big music industry, you answered. I was about to say, if a big music industry was right here, right now, and they said, "Give me a song," you gotta pick the rap.
Probably so, yeah.
Breakfast or brunch?
Brunch. Give me time to sleep in.
That was gonna be my next question. Do you sleep in or wake up early?
I ain't gonna lie. I wake up early. I've been really trying to. I wake up at like 6, but I'll be trying to wake up at 4, but I really can't. But I try to sleep less. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on, wait. You try to wake up at 4 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, you trying to get on that millionaire time?
Yeah, I'll be trying to. Yeah.
That's that time. That's that.
And
with 4 a.m. here in LA, they woke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Road trip or flying?
I'll go road trip.
Beach or mountain?
Beach easily.
Hotel or Airbnb?
Probably hotel. It depends on what the Airbnb look like.
You want to go to the country or you want to be in the city?
The city.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like when you go on vacations, do you want to have it planned out or do you want to, or you just go with the flow?
Definitely planned out. I'm like.
You make an itinerary?
Yeah.
I'm usually doing that, kind of make my itinerary. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Enough with the this or that. Now we just have a few more questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite zodiac sign to date?
Favorite to date?
Like who you feel like was your top zodiac sign that you dated?
Probably at the top is probably probably I get along with Gemini as well. I get along with Sagittarius as well, Cancer as well.
The whole
damn, you have to
I can tell you who I don't get along with.
Right,
okay, let's hear that.
So I don't really get along with Capricorns. For some reason, we be cool, but it's like once we get too close, it's like I don't know. Shit.
Wait, what's your sign? Are you a Taurus
I'm
or
an
Aries? You're
I'm
Aries.
an
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you don't get along with Capricorns.
Not really. Not on no like romantic.
Okay.
I'm cool with them, but
that's it as far as it can go.
Yeah. Even when like we be kind of like, because I had a roommate when I lived in LA, and she was a Capricorn, and she was like all in when I first met. Like she wanted to be my best friend. Like we're gonna go shopping. I'm gonna get this couch. I want you to help me pick it out. Da 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 da. She was just like, it was her birthday, all this shit. She was just like great. Couple weeks in, 3 weeks in, she had motherfucking dope niggas up in there. She was doing coke in the table.
She turned on you.
Yeah, she would turn like, and I was on probation and shit out there. So I'm like, yo, my PO and shit. Like, look, I'm telling you, if he pulls up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, y'all doing coke, I don't know y'all. Like, right. I'm telling y'all, like, I don't like, I'm gonna be like, I'm probably gonna jump out the window or some shit. 'Cause I ain't, I ain't about to be around and shit. So. But that shit ain't last long.
So Capricorns is
living with somebody that's really a deal breaker too. Everybody don't. That's when you really know a person, when you live with them.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. But definitely moving out of state, I know a lot of people that like get roommates. Like it's so much easier. Yeah. Like when you out of state, like it's so much easier.
I'll never do the roommate thing again. I'm sorry. I struggle before I do a roommate again. I had a terrible experience with
I had a great experience having a roommate. It was with my boy best friend.
That must have been for 2 months.
No, it was in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
For a few months. But another question was, where is one of your favorite places to vacation?
Favorite places? I'll probably have to say Florida, California. Those are 2. I love New York as well.
I love me some New York.
Yeah, New York is dope. Especially, I don't like going in the summer. I like going in like the fall.
Oh no!
I know. Yeah.
I don't like going nowhere cold when I be coming from here.
Yeah.
But you can let the people know where they can find you.
Okay. Yeah. Y'all can definitely find me on Instagram. That's AUWIND, Auwin D. Y'all can find me on YouTube. I got that 9 music video. So it's gonna be a hell of a year, 2022. Yeah, make sure I got that right.
2022.
Yeah, because
we can't go back to 2020.
Nah, we not. Yeah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, we turned up this year for sure.
We appreciate you for reaching out to us, and we do wish you nothing but success this year.
Oh yeah, I wish.
So any events, just let us know, and if we able to come, we'll come.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Y'all know where to find us at RT, Adore the letter N, Daisy. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
And if you listening to us on Spotify, Apple Music, Go still follow us on YouTube.
And also, if you are watching this, please go vote for us. We are nominated for the Detroit Choice Awards, your favorite local podcast. So make sure y'all go vote for us. You can vote as many times as you want. And y'all have a good day.
Yeah.
Until next time.